Okay, so what can we tell families this time? What's the tip this week to tell families how they can ensure that they have high achieving homes? I'm suggesting that parents figure out, help their children figure out what their passion is. And in finding their passion, they have a level of self discovery and confidence and purpose that they did not have before. Enroll them in different classes. Help them figure it out. It's our job. And supporting their interests also strengthens the parent-child bond, and it helps children develop their own unique identity, making it easy for them to push forward in academics. So, what
Mm-hmm.
is Howard's theory of multiple intelligence? Can you give us that?
Yeah, when we think about Howard's theory of multiple intelligence, this suggests that intelligence is not a single ability, but it's a collection of different types of intelligence which each person has the capacity for. This theory, it indicates that everyone has different strengths and learning styles across these areas. One type of learning style could be a logical mathematical style where your child's strength is in numbers, working with mathematics.
Mhm.
And he loves numbers. He's a logical thinker. They reason well and they are problem solvers.
Yes, and another intelligence is verbal linguistic. These are the ones who like words. They would be your writers and your poets and your teachers. They think in words. They like to read and they love to write. They will be proficient in language if you introduce them to other languages. So the practical applications, parents, what can a parent do? They can read with their children. If your child is a verbal linguistic, read with them, help them create stories, play word games.
That's really good. And for me, I love the style for music. Why? Because music it helps to create cognition. It improves your cognition. And those who love music, they understand melody. They get into the rhythms, and they can discern pitch and sound. And so, how can you help to nurture that in your child? Hey, why not make instruments?
Mm-hmm.
And you can use mathematical equation to help to measure it out, and come up with projects where they can make interest or learn a dance or
Mm-hmm.
write a poem which feeds into their linguistic skills, their
Yeah.
language skills.
And put music to that poem. So if your
Yeah.
child is a spatial learner, then these are the children that's going to be your surgeons in the future, and your nurses, and your architects, and your pilots. Even they visualize pictures in 3D. They
Mhm.
do well as a daydreamer. Believe it or not, it's interesting how spatial learning and daydreaming. Your child could be a surgeon or a pilot. That's interesting, but to help them with that, I help them build forts with Legos. Legos are really good for spatial learners. Help them, give them chalk to draw on the sidewalk, and help them use maps and puzzles. Those are good to help to build your child's skill if they are spatial learners.
Yeah, and so another one, if they are interpersonal learners, they would make good social workers, leaders in politics and communications. It would be a really big piece for them. Team players, they are great as team players, okay? And they are strong leaders.
Yeah.
So how to support your baby in that is to arrange playtime where you encourage them in sports, put them in sports, and participate in community service things with them. They will love the idea of being and working around other kids and
And
people.
we have intrapersonal
Mhm,
intelligences. Aquila just mentioned, you just mentioned interpersonal. So
mhm,
I want to talk about intrapersonal intelligence. These will be your psychologists and your philosophers and your ministers, even. They understand themselves. They are disciplined and they are goal orientated. They're independent. So then they will be able to help others also because they understand themselves so well. So to help this type of learner, Provide them time, quiet space for journaling. Allow them
Mm-hmm.
to have time to read and
Mm-hmm.
to play independently. This builds their intrapersonal skills. They are
Yeah.
the children who can play by themselves and never be bored.
And remember to encourage your child to explore a variety of activities because
Yes.
you're learning where their
Mhm.
learning styles are, where their
Mhm.
intelligence. And so get
And
with
they may
them.
have more than one. It's
They
possible to
may
have
have
more
more.
than one.
Yes, yes.
So
And let
we
them
don't want
try
to
new
forget
things.
about the kinesthetic learners. These are the
Mm-hmm.
ones who will be your athletes and your dancers and your actors. Even they have
Mm-hmm.
control over body movements more than anybody else. They have a lot of physical energy, and they're skilled with their hands and using their hands. So to help a kinesthetic learner, you want to help them create an obstacle course, even
Mm-hmm.
not just play in an obstacle course, but create an obstacle course. They can play charades, and you can incorporate all type of bodily movement into even the chores that they do every
And you
day.
know, and Michelle, let's not forget about the naturalistic.
Mm-hmm.
That intelligence because that was the one that create our farmers and our horticulturalists. These are
Mm-hmm.
the ones that are sensitive to the world around them, and
Mm-hmm.
they're the ones that's gonna keep us fed. Yeah,
That's right. That's right. That's
and
right.
so
So I'm sorry.
go
There are
go.
many critics to multiple intelligences. As a matter of fact, there are critics about every type of learning style or learning tool strategy that we use. And we've been arguing about it too long. Let's stop arguing about it now. Let's just get started.
Mm-hmm.
We have a literacy crisis. What can we do? We can do everything, one thing at a time. Multiple teaching your children, helping them find their intelligence, helping them find what their passion is. There's only one thing. It's only one. We got to start somewhere. Let's just start now.
Yeah, and once you find out what their passion is, you, mom, dad, will feel you won't feel out of place, anxious, or whatever, and feeling that you are not adequate enough to help them because you are, because they are going to take it and run with it because it's in a place that's interesting to them, that
That's right.
they're want to learn out of
That's right.
that particular mode
That's
of
right.
style. So
Yes.
don't be afraid to tackle it and to look deep into your child and see different ways that you can engage them in
That's
learning.
right. And for every individual person, our passion and our purpose is what we love, what we feel strongly about, what we can do as an adult without getting paid for it. My work is not work for me because I love it. And so children need to find what they love. And we need to focus, we need to do some intentional things to help them find out what they love. And that will motivate them, that will increase their capacity as far as academics is concerned. So what we need to do is enroll them in different workshops and courses in the park district, after school programs, or wherever. But you can also just do a basic Google search and find a free multiple intelligence test. They're everywhere. There's some that are specific for children.
But we know that our time is running down, but we want to just really invite you all into our world, into our space, and come and join us because we'll be showing up quite frequently now. And let's
Yeah.
talk about it and let's see what kind of solutions can because we got the answers. If we got a problem, we got the answer to that problem. So
And look
let's,
for our book. It's coming soon.
yes,
The Trust Parental Safeguards. It'll be available soon, and we're going to share these tips with you in that book, and we
yeah,
can talk about it here on Education Nation.
yay, yes.